Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to discuss how can we find out the HCF and LCF of any given numbers by prime factorization method. So see, we have an example. Find the HCF and LCM of 36 and 60 by prime factorization. So now, before finding out the LCM and HCF of 36 and 60 by prime factorization, so you should know what is prime factorization. Prime factorization means expressing a number as the product of its prime factor. Expressing a number as the product of its prime factors. So here we have to find out the LCM and HCF of all the given numbers by prime factorization. So to do that, first we have to prime factorize the given numbers. They are 36 and 60. Then we will find out their HCF and LCM. So here 36. Now we need to prime factorize 36. So prime factorize 36 means we need to divide 36 by the lowest prime number possible till we get 1. Okay, so simply like general division, we need to divide 36 by the lowest prime number possible. Here look, 36 is divisible by 2, so I am going to put 2 here, and like simple division you need to divide 36 by 2. Now 2 one time is 2, and here 1 left and 1 6 make 16, and 2 8s are 16. Now we have divided 36 by 2. Now again we have 18 here. We need to divide 36 by the lowest prime number possible till we get 1. Again also we will divide 18 by the lowest prime number possible. 18 also divisible by 2, and 2 is the lowest prime number. So let's divide by 2. Now how many times 2 goes into 18? 2 9s are 18. Okay, now 9 is not divisible by 2, so we need to move to the next prime number, that is 3. Now 9 is divisible by 3, so let's put 3 here to divide 9. 3 3s are 9. Again 3 is not divisible by 2, 3 is only divisible by 3, so here we will put 3. Now 3 one time is 3. Now we have got 1 here, that means the prime factorization of 36 is completed. So 36 can be expressed as 36 is equal to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. So 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. Okay, now like this we have to prime factorize 60. So 60, look, we have to divide 60 by the lowest prime number possible till we get 1. 60 is also divisible by 2, so let's put 2 here. So like simple division we need to divide 60 by 2. So 2 3s are 6, and 2 times of 0 is 0. Now we have 30 here. Again also we have to divide 30 by the lowest prime number possible. 30 also divisible by 2, so let's put 2 here, and 2 is the lowest prime number. So 2 one time is 2, and again 1 left here, and 1 0 makes 10, so 2 5s are 10. Again we have 15 here. Now 15 is not divisible by 2, so we need to go to the next prime number, that is 3. Now look, 15 is divisible by 3, so let's put 3 here. By putting 3 here, that means how many times 3 goes into 15? 3 5s are 15. Now again we have to divide 5. So 5 is not divisible by 2 or 3. It is divisible by 5. So we will put 5 here. Now 5 one time is 5. Now we have got 1. That means the prime factorization of 60 is completed, and 60 can be expressed as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. The prime factorization of 60 is completed now. Now we need to find out their HCF and LCM. So first HCF. Now remember, when we are finding HCF, we need to consider the common factors which exist in both of the expression of the number. Common means the factors which exist in both of the expression of the number. Look, here 2 is present in the expression of 36, also 2 is present in the expression of 60, and 3 is present in the expression of 36, and it is also present in the expression of 60. 2 and 3, these two factors are common, and 5 is not common because 5 doesn't exist in the expression of 36. And we need to consider the common factors when we are finding SCF by prime factorization, and we need to take the minimum time of their appearance. Okay, look, 2 is multiplied 2 times here, here also 2 times. That means we have to take the minimum time of appearance, so minimum will be 2. So 2 multiplied by 2. Now the next 3 is the next common prime factor. So 3 is present 2 times here, but in the expression of 63 is present only 1 time. So we have to take the minimum time of appearance of prime factors. So here we will take 3 1 time, and 5 is not common, so leave that. So now we have got the SCF by calculating. 2 2s are 4, 4 into 3 is 12. By calculating we can get the SCF, and that is 12 here. Now LCM. Now look, when we are finding LCM, we have to consider all the different prime factors which exist in both of the expression of number. Not only the common, we have to consider all the prime factors which exist in both of the expression of the number. Now look, what are the different prime factors here? 2, here 3, 2 is multiplied 2 times, 3 is multiplied 2 times. Here also 2 is multiplied 2 times, 3 is 1 time, and 5. That means the different prime factors are 2, 3 and 5. And when we are finding LCM, we have to take the maximum time of their appearance. When we are finding LCM by prime factorization, we have to take the maximum time of the appearance of the prime factors. Look, here 2 is multiplied 2 times, here also 2 is 2 times in the expression of 60. So we will take 2 times, 2 multiplied by 2. Now look, 3 is present 2 times in the expression of 36, but 3 is present only 1 time in the expression of 60. So as we are finding LCM, we have to take the maximum time of appearance. So we will take 3 as 2 times, 3 multiplied by 3. Now 5 is present only 1 time in 60, but it is not present in the expression of 36. That means it is present only 0 time. So here 1 time 5 present, here 0 time. Not present means 0 time. So we will take the maximum time of appearance of 5. So multiplied by 5. Okay. Now by calculating you can find out the LCM. So 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 3s are 36, 36 multiplied by 5 will be 5 6 are 30. We write 0 here, 3 will be carried over, 5 3s are 15 plus 3 18, 180 will be the LCM and 12 with the SCF. So this is how we can get the LCM and SCF of any given numbers by prime factorization method. In this method, so first we have to prime factorize all the given numbers, then we need to find out their LCM and SCF. And the important thing is, when you are finding SCF by prime factorization, you have to consider the common factors and you have to take the minimum time of their appearance. But when you are finding out the LCM, then you need to consider all the different prime factors and you have to take the maximum time of their appearance. Okay, for finding SCF you have to take the minimum time of appearance of prime factors which are common, but for finding LCM you have to take the maximum time of their appearance and you have to consider all the prime factors. Okay, thank you.